You're watching Fox 21 News at 8, bringing you the most local news. We are Southern Colorado.
Time right now is 8:21. It's been 4 decades since a summer staple was invented.
This is incredible. Yeah, coming up next, we're talking more about the history of the Super Soaker with our celebrity historian and spraying you with knowledge.
Almost 40 years ago today, the ultimate water gun was invented, the Super Soaker.
Yes.
And if you remember summer water fights, then play along with our fact or fiction trivia game.
Here to lead us now is celebrity historian Raffi Andonian, who is always spraying us now with historical knowledge. Good morning to you. Can we just start by saying, why do I get the small gun?
I gave you the off-brand one. That one's the one that's not a Super Soaker, but Abby has a Super Soaker here.
Look at
the size of your,
and this thing, and the big guns right here. So yeah, look at that, already leaking.
It's not the size of the gun that matters. I'm just telling you. All right.
That's right.
There you go.
You brought some trivia questions to ask Craig and I about the Super
Oh,
Soaker.
I'm leaking too.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Your tips
Yeah.
up.
It happens, right, Raffi?
Well, that's right. It does. And we'll have the viewers play along. So we'll pull up the statement here. The inventor of the Super Soaker was a mechanical and nuclear engineer. Is that fact or fiction?
I'm going to say fact, just because it sounds like it would be.
I was going to say, I also want to say fact. Can we have the same answer?
It is actually, it's true you can. It is true. Something
get the
this advanced. I get squeezed and you get it right. Now, he worked on believe it or not, on a nuclear reactor at Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Wow, okay.
He was, and he's actually worked alongside a Penn State grad. I know you and I are Penn State grads in engineering, but he was not himself a Penn State grad, but he also worked on NASA's projects going to Jupiter, satellites going to Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, etc. So really accomplished
So from
engineer.
that to this.
To this, exactly.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Speaking of which, related to that, let's pull up our next one here.
Okay.
Lonnie Johnson, the guy who invented it, invented the Super Soaker from his work on the Air Force B-52 stealth bomber.
I feel like this is a trick question. I'm going to say fiction.
If you're wrong, I'm going to say no, false.
You can say it's false. Why do you think it's false?
I don't know.
Well, this to me is the biggest bomb of water guns there is, right? So you would think that it's fact. However, you're correct, it's fiction. And the reason he did work on the B-52 bomber, that is true, but it was not while he was working on it that he invented this. Now, I think it's really cool that an Air Force guy created a Super Soaker because as you know, here we are with the Air Force Academy on your final flight. What do? They hose you down after your final flight with really a fire truck, but that's a real big tradition in the Air Force. I think it's kind of cool that he was, of course, it is all connected, and he was actually testing kind of for a heat pump in his bathtub or his sink in his bathroom, not while working at the Air Force on the bomber, but a separate thing entirely, and that's how we came up by accident with the technology for this.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's pull up another one. One more. Okay. Inventor Lonnie Johnson's inspiration was a guy named George Washington.
The George Washington?
Or a different George Washington.
Okay.
Are there more than one? I'm going to say fact.
I'll say true. I'll say fact.
Oh, you guys are good. It is a fact, but a different George Washington. George Washington Carver, whose image you just saw earlier, who went to Tuskegee, who actually was a professor at Tuskegee long before Lonnie Johnson's time. But the reason that matters is because Lonnie Johnson himself went to a segregated high school in Alabama and then was the only black entrant to a science fair for the state, and he got first place building a robot, went on to Tuskegee, where George Washington Carver had taught in the past, himself an inventor, and of course went on. Now, you know, Lonnie Johnson didn't just invent this. He has more than 100 patents to his name, still living to this day. Carver himself, George Washington Carver, had many patents to his name, so he certainly followed in the legacy of George Washington Carver, I would say, his inspiration.
Okay, well, this one stands the test of time.
Okay, this one's a big one. We got to try this one.
Okay. Just watch
this.
out for the cameras. Don't get the equipment wet. All the engineers are freaking out.
Okay, where can people go to follow you and see? You love sharing history and all of the fun behind it.
Yeah, for me, you can go to celebrityhistorian.com. I have a link tree there that goes to all my projects. On Instagram, it's @celebrity_historian. I also do tours called Beyond the Postcard Tours, so just beyondthepostcardtours.com.
Good stuff.
Some fun
Raffi
tours.
Andonian.
So you never know. You come along and we might spray you.
I hope your suit's not dry clean only. Raffi, thank you so much.
Okay, I got to get you one.
We'll be back with more news and weather right after this.
I had to get you back once.